Hey everyone, it's Danielle Taylor with Keller Williams Realty here on the beautiful Outer Banks, and it's Stats Day. So let's dive in. We are, this Stats Day, we're looking at all of the data through the end of January, so January 31st, 2025. And just as a reminder, all of this data is courtesy of the Outer Banks Association of Realtors. Just another reminder in case you're new to the channel, the data set that we follow is single family residential for all of Dare County as well as Corolla, including four-wheel drive. We do exclude townhouses and co-ownerships and things like that just for simplicity. So all of that being said, let's dive in. Single family unit sales ended January up about 16%. Versus January 2024. So again, that's really just a month over month. But they were down about 15% from December of 2024. So that was kind of an interesting thing, down from December, but up over last January. So we'll watch that trend. It's early days. I did want to talk quickly about something that I think we're seeing. And it's really going to become evident when I bring you the February sales data, I think, which we're in the last day of February right now. So I'm a little late. Anyway, I think what we're witnessing this year is a delayed spring market. So for the Outer Banks, when I say spring for us in terms of the market, I really think that starts around the end of January and runs, through April. Because people are trying to buy and sell at that time, mostly buy because they can enjoy the summer or collect all the rental income, make some improvements, do those kinds of things. Anyway, I think based on the terrible weather and terrible January and February that has been occurring up north in our feeder markets, as well as here on the Outer Banks, people, we've had 2 snowstorms this year. It's crazy. We just don't get that. All of that to say, I think we may be witnessing a delayed market, and I'm expecting that March and April's data may shift and be stronger than it has been in prior years. Anyway, back to the data. So inventory is the next thing that we talk about. So new listing inventory was up 17% in January over January. And 22% of the properties that were listed have already gone under contract or sold, okay? New listings were up 79% from December. Honestly, that stat doesn't surprise me. December, we usually don't see a lot of stuff coming on the market, so I would fully expect that. Not a trend. Again, that strange thing about early in the year. Median sale price. So for the month of January, which is year to date, it was $700,000, which was up about 2% from where we started last year. So that's not terrible. And that's a stable market. A stable market should appreciate anywhere between 2 and 5%. So that's great. That's right in line with a stable market. One thing that I wanted to point out is if you watched last month's video, we looked at full year 2024 and we noticed a trend that basically for the entire Q4, so October, November, December, we had a median sale price that was actually down over the year prior. And so we were thinking, oh my gosh, is this a trend? Are we seeing this compression in price? Well, January blew that out of the water because January was up 2%. So still no trend to see there, and we'll just have to watch and see what happens. So the watch continues. Interesting thing. So I just said that the median sold price for January was $700. The median list price for under contract properties is $749, and the median list price for current active inventory is $799. So the gap is still there. There's about $100,000 gap between the median sold price and the median list price for actives. So we'll have to watch that. The median sold to list ratio, which is what percentage of your asking price did you walk away with for January, squeaked up a little bit. We ended up at 98.4% versus full year 2024, which was 97.2. So that's an interesting stat that we're going to want to watch, because that's telling me that at least in the month of January, the buyer and seller expectations were getting closer together. So that's a good thing. We'll have to watch that for that. In January, 37.5% of the sales were cash sales, which was significantly higher than full year 2024, which ended at 28.1%. So another interesting statistic. Price reductions. We look at price reductions to see what's happening. So 43% of the inventory that sold in January did at least one price reduction before doing so. And that was up up from 38% for full year 2024. So we'll watch that trend. Currently, 40% of the under contract properties have done a price reduction, and 41% of the actives have done a price reduction. So multiple offers. 18.8% of the sold inventory indicated that they received multiple offers. It's not a required field, so it's not 100% accurate, but 18.8% disclosed, which was up from 16.2% for full year 2024. Closing cost concessions. So 41.3% of the closings in January had some sort of closing cost concession. Full year 2024, it was 49.7. So that's down a little bit. Again, that might be an indication that we're starting to see those buyer and seller expectations getting closer together. It's a good thing. Days on market, last thing that we look at. So January, the average days on market for the sold inventory was 67. Full year 2024, it was 54. Okay, so that was up. Under contracts are sitting at 72, and our actives are sitting at 111. So that's, a little bit of a challenge. I did just want to pull out a little tidbit to finish this up, and I know I'm running long. I'm sorry. If you stayed with me this long, God bless you. You are my people. You like data as much as me. But anyway, let me wrap this up. One little thing I looked at is Jody and I also track the information by price category. And I thought it was interesting to note that the under $350,000 price category has the highest days on market at 78 of the price categories that we check, which can be surprising. And I'll tell you my theory on that. That is our most price sensitive consumer. Tends to be a lot of first-time home buyers. Price is extremely important to these people, and the price condition equation is very important to them. Sorry I ran long. If you stayed with me, thank you. If you don't subscribe already, please make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any updates. And information is very different by neighborhood, town, etc. So if you have specific questions on buying or selling, please reach out. We hope you have a great day.